By 2030, up to 30% of the hours we work today could be automated in Europe and the US. This is WorkVue Signals, and this week we're breaking down a major McKinsey report on how AI is changing work and what it actually means for your career. So what is this report and why should anyone care? Instead of talking about robots taking jobs, the report breaks work down into tasks and asks, which roles have the potential to be automated, and how this plays out across different types of job roles. The headline isn't that work disappears, it's that the nature of work is shifting much faster than most people realise, and some professionals will need to adapt as job responsibilities change. So how much work could actually be automated by 2030? Well, firstly, let's go back to McKinsey's original claim. This 30% of hours isn't spread as evenly as you may think. Roles such as office support, customer service, and food services see some of the highest levels of potential automation, while areas such as healthcare, education, and community services are predicted to change more slowly. So the story isn't that everyone is replaced, it's that some types of work are being reshaped much more quickly than others, especially roles that are heavy on routine admin or repetitive processes. So who is most affected as demand shifts? McKinsey also looked at how labour demand could shift by wage band. In both Europe and the US, McKinsey predicts a rise in demand for higher wage roles and a fall in demand for many lower wage and some middle wage roles. This shift is even sharper in the US, as is illustrated in this figure, which shows that higher wage jobs are predicted to gain around 1.5 to 2 percentage points of employment share, whilst low wage roles lose almost the same amount, even though low paid jobs still account for about a third of workers today. So what does this mean? It's predicted that there will be more opportunities in highly skilled, knowledge-based jobs, especially where people work with technology, manage projects, or solve problems. And on the flip side, McKinsey predicts more pressure on roles that are lower paid and routine, where automation and process redesign can replace tasks more easily, sparing companies the financial strain of employment wages. For some workers, this will mean shifting within their field, moving away from routine and processing roles. However, for others, especially in sectors where most of the work is highly automatable, it may mean a full career pivot, taking their skills into a different industry where demand is growing. The report doesn't just talk about jobs, it focuses in on skills. On McKinsey's skill map, things like advanced IT, scientific research, project management, and creativity all sit in the prevalent and growing quadrant. By contrast, skills like basic data entry, equipment operation, and gross motor tasks are categorized as prevalent yet stable, and even in some areas shrinking in importance. So the real question becomes less, what job do I want? And more, which of my skills are becoming more valuable and which ones are more easy to automate? So what does this actually mean for you? There are 3 simple takeaways for anyone thinking about their career. Firstly, focus on job skills, not job titles. If part of your role is routine or rules-based, look at the skill you use that are more human, things like judgment, communication, and problem solving. Secondly, expect more transitions. Changing roles, sectors, or even occupations are going to become normal, especially for people in mid-career. This is not failure, it's the new baseline. Thirdly and finally, information is power. Having clear visibility on which skills are in demand within each sector and where they are valued most makes those transitions much less daunting. At WorkVue, this is exactly the space we sit in. We help people understand how their existing skills can move across roles and sectors, where new opportunities are opening up, and what practical steps they can take next as work changes. If you found this useful, follow WorkVue Signals for more breakdowns like this, where we translate big future of work reports into simple insights that you can actually use in your career.